Can you please check my calendar for events for today? So it says you have 2 events scheduled for today: exercise from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., movies from 8:45 to 9:45 p.m. So we can confirm it. If you go to our calendar, look at it: exercise and movies. Create an event on my calendar to exercise at 7 p.m. for 1 hour today. So it says I've created an event for you to exercise today at 7 p.m. for 1 hour. Let's check if it actually did that. And let's check today. And then here is it: exercise 7 to 8 p.m. Please delete the 1 hour, let's say 7 to 8 exercise on my calendar for today. So you see, as you can see, it was deleted. Hello guys, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to create the calendar agent that I just demonstrated. Even if you're a beginner, even if you are just starting out with this AI agent stuff, you're going to be able to create it. If this is your very first time hearing about tools like n8n or the concept of AI agents, I recommend that you watch this video at the top right hand corner of my screen so that you have a feel of what we are talking about. So you have the basic understanding. Without any further ado, let's get started. So whenever you want to build any workflow, the first thing that you should think about is the trigger. That is the first step. And what is the trigger? Trigger is what is going to start the workflow. So for instance, for our calendar agent here, we are going to use Telegram as the trigger because we are going to be sending messages to the agent on Telegram. So let's say Telegram, and then we click Telegram. And there are so many other triggers that we can choose from, but we should choose on message. In other words, the workflow is going to be triggered when we send a message to Telegram. So as usual, we need to connect our credentials. We click credential. There are no credentials for now. So we click create new credential. And what we need to get is the access token. We don't have it. So we are going to go to Telegram now. So whether you're using Telegram on your mobile phone or your desktop, you just go to Telegram. And then you search for bot further. You can just search at it here if you don't have it. Or since I have it, I'm just going to click it. And then you type /new and then new bot. So what we are going to do is we want to create a bot that we are going to be chatting with. So choose a name for the bot. So let's say Josh. So it is asking us to give the bot a username, and the username should end. In fact, must end in bot. So you say Josh bot. So it says, sorry, this username is already taken. So let's say Josh SL bot. So we've created our bot. So only what we need here is our access token. All right. So we just click this, we click this. So we copy and paste, right? And then we click save. So it has been connected and tested successfully. Let's test it to see if it is working properly. So we can click this play button here. So we go to Telegram, and then let's try to chat with the bot, and then we can click start. So it has worked successfully. So you can also test it here by clicking execute workflow, and then it is waiting for event, and then we say hi. So it has been tested and it is working successfully. So let's go to our next step. So we've added our Telegram trigger. What we are going to add now is our AI agent. So we want to connect this Telegram trigger to a calendar agent. So let's click this plus icon and search AI agent. And then here is our AI agent. Let's start with the chat model. I've already talked about chat model in one of my videos. It is the brain of the AI agent. It is going to make the AI agent think. So if you click the plus icon, we look for, so you can choose whatever chat model you want to use, but let's use OpenAI chat model. This is our OpenAI chat model. I have free credits because when you create an n8n account, they are going to give you free OpenAI API credits. That is like 100 credits. So that is what we're using currently. They are going to run out and you will need to create one. So let me just show you how to create one, and because this is going to be used up very soon. So it is very, very simple. So first of all, you need to have an OpenAI account. And by OpenAI account, I don't mean a ChatGPT account. So an OpenAI account, it is for developers. It is very, very easy and simple to use, right? So you create new credential, and what you need is an API key. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to platform.openai.com. I'm already signed in because I have an account. If you don't have an account, you can just claim there will be a sign up button here, and then you sign up. It's very, very simple to sign up. And then you click this gear icon, which is the settings. But sometimes you will not see this gear icon because probably you just created your account. You will not see it. So what you're going to do is at the address bar here, just delete this overview and docs and type settings and then click enter. So it has taken us to the settings. So what we need to add is our API key. We need to create an API key. So we click API keys and then create new secret key. And then we can give it any name, for instance, n8n demo, and then select a project. So just default project. And then we create a secret key. So you need to copy it. You need to save the secret key somewhere because you'll not be able to see it again. It will be there, it will be working, but you cannot see it for the second time. Copy it and then go to n8n and then paste it under API keys and then click save. That is just what you need. You've connected your OpenAI credential. And then the other thing you need to know is for this API key to work, you will need to purchase some API credits. And that is going to be under billing. You're going to go under billing and add your payment details. Right now I have $0.00 because I've not added any payment details or any amounts here. You can add payment details. You add your card. You can spend, I think the minimum is $5. It is not too expensive. You can just spend $5. If you're just using anything to learn right now, and you can use it for up to a month or probably more. If you don't buy credit and then you just use it, you're going to be running into some errors. So for now, let me just use my free OpenAI credits to demonstrate this. And yeah, so we've connected our chat model, which is the first one. And then the second one is the memory. So we can just choose simple memory. And the context window, we can leave it to 5. Let's leave tools for now. We are going to configure it very shortly, but let's try to configure the agent's parameters. So the first thing is there is a source for prompt or user message. What this is saying is I'm going to be talking to this agent. I'm going to be giving it instruction as like an assistant. For instance, create a calendar event for me. So this section is saying, where is the agent going to be receiving this conversation or these inquiries? Where? Currently, it is saying connected chat trigger node. So we click it and then we change this to define below. So yeah, so what we are going to do is we are going to drag this field, this text field, and drag it to the user message. So see, it is JSON.message.text. So we are trying to tell the agent that this field is what you are going to be taking input from this text field, right? Because if you check our Telegram, so you see our message was hello. So that is the field there, hello. So whatever message we send on Telegram is what we are going to be seeing here. Yeah, so what we can do next is we do the same configuration in our simple memory node. So let's double click it, and instead of connected chat trigger node, let's change it to define below. And then for our key, we need to find our chat ID and then drag it to our key. So we have our key, right? And then click out. And then one thing that I almost forgot is, so let's just turn this off, this use response API. For now, we don't need it. And then close it and let's save. Before we add any tool, I want us to add a Telegram response node. So what this is, so currently whilst we are chatting with this agent through this Telegram here, we are not receiving any response. So we say hello, we say hi, we are talking to ourselves, but we are not receiving any response. So first of all, we want to be adding these responses, right? So let me just say, if I say hi, so it has worked, right? But we are not receiving any response. But actually the agent is responding, but we are not receiving the response. So if we click the agent here, and then as you can see, this is the output. Hello, how can I help you today? But we don't receive this message. So we want to be seeing these messages, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to add a Telegram response node. We click this plus, and then again say Telegram. and we look for send a text message, something like that. Yeah, send a text message. And then we configure it. So we leave everything as it is. The only thing we need to add is our chat ID and our text. So our chat ID, we just as the previous one. So we say, so for our chat ID, we look at it, look at this chat ID and then drag and put it here. And then for our text, so it is saying, what text message should I be sending? We want to be receiving the messages from the AI agent, right? So we just drag this output and then send it to text. So whatever response the AI agent is going to be sending, it is going to be sending in through this Telegram response node. So we drag this field here. And then that's it. So if I'm testing again, if I say, for instance, hello, Josh, I'm receiving a response. It is saying, hello, it looks like you called me Josh. I'm actually your AI assistant. How can I assist you? Whatever. So we are receiving the response. And one thing you should note, it says this message was sent automatically with n8n. We don't want it to be saying that. We want to remove it. So how can we do it? So let's click our Telegram send message node again. And then on the add field, there is append n8n attribution. Click it and then toggle this off. So we are done. Let's test it again to see if it's saying that. Hi again, how can I assist you today? There is no, this message was sent automatically with n8n. We don't receive it anymore. So let's now add our tool, our calendar tool. So we click this plus icon and then let's look for calendar. So what you're going to do is you create new credential, and as simple as it is, sign in with Google, choose your account, continue, and then we are done. So we have connected our credential. As you can see under operation, it says create. If you click it, there are so many options. We have create, delete, get many updates. We are going to use some of these. So what this is saying is, I want to give the calendar agent a function to be able to create events on my calendar for me. So we choose create as it is. And then from the calendar, we choose this drop down. It shows us our calendar and then we click it. And now it says start and end time. So what this is saying is, if I'm creating events on your calendar, what should be the start time? Like, when is the event going to start? We don't know because it's going to be dynamic. It depends on what we tell the agent. So we can say create an event for me for 10 o'clock or create an event for me for 5 o'clock. So it depends. So because it depends, we're just going to click this AI model here. So we are telling it, let the AI define it based on the input that it receives. We do the same thing for the end time. And then there's one thing again we should add. We click add field and then we look for summary and then click summary. So the summary is like the title of the event. So what are we going to name the summary? Of course, we don't want to make it fixed. We want to make it dynamic as well because it is going to change depending on the situation. So we click this and then it has been defined by the model. And then that's it. Let's test it to see how it works. Let's say for progress. And then let me test Telegram. Create an event on my calendar. So go to the beach today at 5 p.m. I'm spending 2 hours. Spending 2 hours. So as you can see, it says I've created an event for you to go to the beach today at 5 p.m. lasting for 2 hours. Let's verify to see if it has actually done that. So if you go to our calendar here, and then let me see for 5 p.m. So I've checked and this is 5 p.m. There is no event there. Let's check to see what is the issue. So if we go to our AI agent here, so if we check this calendar event here, and then let's change this to schema. I just like schema. If you can see, it says, yes, the event was created. This is the ID. This is the summary. Go to the beach, which is the title. And then the date time is 2024. So it actually created it in 2024. The reason why it does that is because the AI agent is not aware of the current time. It does not know which time we are in. So it just find a random date and then create it. So it's actually created. If you go to 2024, the 6th of the 6th, which is the 6th of June, you are going to see the event there. Let me just check it. So let's just change it to 2024. June. So you see, the event is there. Go to the beach from 6 to 8 p.m. Yeah, because of the time zone. We need to instruct the AI agents to give it the awareness that, okay, this is the current time and this is the current date. So let's just fix it. Yeah, so what we are going to do is we are going to give the agent a system instruction, because if you want to tell the agent what to do, how it should act, we give it a system instruction, a system message. So yes, we click it and then add option, and then we say system message. Currently, it says you are a helpful assistant. So we want to expand this and change it to expression. And let's expand it by clicking this icon. And then we can say you are a calendar agent. Your role is to create calendar events in the calendar. Your current date and time is, and time is double curly brackets now. So this expression $sign now, it's giving the agent the current date and time, right? And I can say your time card, your time zone is GMT plus 0, which is my current time zone. So let's test it and see, right? Create an event on my calendar to exercise at 7 p.m. for 1 hour today. So it says I've created an event for you to exercise today at 7 p.m. for 1 hour. Let's check if it actually did that. And let's check today. And then here is it, exercise 7 to 8 p.m. So yeah, currently the calendar can only be able to create an event for us. It cannot be able to, for instance, delete an event. So if I say delete an event, it cannot. So if I say delete the 1 hour exercise event on my calendar, it says I attempted to delete the 1 hour event, but it seems I didn't have the specific delete function. Could you please confirm if so you see, if we want to delete an event, we need to add another calendar tool, right? So let's just click the plus icon again and then say calendar and then choose it. So yeah, instead of create, we change it to delete, right? And then we choose the calendar again as usual. And then the event ID, we let AI define it. So let's just test to make sure it deletes again. So let's go to Telegram again and test it. Please delete the 1 hour, let's say 7 to 8 exercise on my calendar for today. So you see, as you can see, it was deleted. So I only added 2 functions to the calendar. You can add as many as you can. So if you go on the operation, so you see it has create, it has delete, it has get many, it has update, it has custom API call. Then let's just add get event. So if you click the plus icon and then we choose calendar again, and then instead of create, we said let's choose get many and we choose the calendar. So let's just let AI define all of this and this and this. So for instance, if I tell the AI to can you please check my calendar for events for today? So it says you have 2 events scheduled for today: exercise from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., movies from 8:45 to 9:45 p.m. So we can confirm it. If you go to our calendar, look at it, exercise and movies. So yes, that is our calendar agent that we just built in n8n. Currently, we only talk to it through text, like sending text messages. You can be able to talk to it with voice, but I don't want to complicate things for you a little bit further. I just want you to digest these little basics. And then in our next video, we are going to create probably a different agent, but with a voice functionality. So look out, comment and like and ask whatever questions you want. And I'll be trying my best to answer all of them.